You're watching Channel M Today. Time to talk business now. Chris Fletcher's here, the Deputy Chief Executive and a Policy Director, no less, of the Chamber of Commerce in Manchester. Welcome. Right, before we get into some specific stories, Chris, just give us a sense of how things are in Greater Manchester. How are the membership of the Chamber feeling about the current crisis?
Well, things have sort of stabilised a little bit. They've gone from the massive downward trajectory to sort of bottoming out a little bit. Now, I wouldn't say that we're over the worst of it by any stretch of the imagination, but we're bumping along at the present moment.
So no green shoots yet, as reported?
Absolutely not, no. We banned that use of that phrase in the office as well, because I don't think it's helpful, really, because I think there's a long way to go yet.
People are desperate to use it, though, aren't we? We want to see an upturn, and we're not going to for a while.
No, I don't think so. People want to have some optimism, want to have some positive stories to get hold of, but unfortunately they are few and far between. Some businesses are doing OK. The vast majority are just sort of tightening their belts a little bit, really, and carrying on. As they have been doing for the past 6 to 12 months.
Well, I was speaking to Jeff Muirhead earlier. Now, I know you know Jeff. He's the Chief Exec of the Manchester Airports Group. 10% down last month, figures, the passenger numbers at the airport. I mean, it's inevitable, really, that people aren't going to go on holiday when times are tight, isn't it?
Well, it is, because these are sort of discretionary spend things. People are still concerned about the jobs, whether they're going to have the money to spend on going abroad. Also, I think we're throwing a bit of a curveball by the Met Office earlier on in the year to have this barbecue summer, which we're still waiting of here in the middle of August.
Doesn't look like one outside the window just a minute, mate.
Absolutely, but that actually might be some salvation in the form of people booking last-minute deals where potentially it's cheaper. They want to get away from the doom and gloom in this country. It's a couple of weeks over in the sun, and that may actually help the airport, to lift its figures.
Might have its figures bolstered.
Absolutely.
This next one caught my eye as a man in his mid-40s. The TUC are worried that older people are being forced into early retirement because of a lack of support in helping them find new work. People aged over 50 who are unemployed are 10 times more likely to be still out of work after 2 years.
Yeah.
And yet I'm always told that, staff who've, served their time have got experience, they've got a base of knowledge, they've got great customer service skills. Why can't they find work, Chris?
Well, this is one of the things. I mean, I think it's sort of indicative, really, of the state of the job market at the present moment in time. But there's a very large, famous do-it-yourself warehouse retail outlet that have actively aimed for the over 50 market, because they have got that experience, they've got those life skills to do that. But unfortunately, in a contracting employment market, that's few and far between, and unfortunately it seems to be that the advantages of employing older people, they're caught up with everybody else at the present moment in time in trying to get those jobs.
If you want really good staff, why is it better to employ somebody who has no experience over somebody who has? Is it cost? I mean, do all the staff cost more?
Some of it is cost. Some of it is down to cost. I mean, if you think about it, you're probably looking at people who over 50s who may have risen to a certain level within the organisations. Pensions aren't what they used to be, whether it's a private pension or state pension, etc. People are looking for a major supplement to their income, and it's probably cheaper to employ younger people.
Well, you talk about the pension. David Norgrove said this week that the life expectancy increase of the population means we'll have to wait longer to draw a state pension. Officially, it's going to be 68. He expects it to be longer. I reckon it'll be 70+ by the time I'm drawing any kind of pension.
I agree with you, unfortunately.
And I'm not sure there'll be much to draw.
No. Well, this is it. I mean, the whole pension market is on its knees at the present moment in time. I think there's a number of factors to that. I think there's a lot of negativity around pensions. People have been, put off them through a variety of issues in the past, the Maxwell issue and all the rest of it.
He says people are frightened to save. And I find that an interesting word to use. Why are people frightened to save?
I don't think frightened. I don't think people these days have savings at the forefront of their mind, and I think this is a little bit, of why we are where we are in the economy at the present moment in time. It's not put into people early enough in their lives that they should be saving for when they actually stop working. It's almost like, I want it now, and I want it sooner rather than later. And that's just, I think, society as we are at the present moment in time. I don't think it's frightened. I just don't think it's part of people's DNA anymore, that they should be putting aside for the future.
If you're in your early 20s, the last thing you start worrying about is retiring at 70, is it? You just enjoy what little money you have in the current climate.
I'm in my mid-40s and now things are going at the present moment in time. It's the last thing I'm thinking about retiring when I'm 70, so...
I just don't want to think about how things will be financially when I'm 70. Chris, good to talk to you as always. Thanks for your time.
OK, thanks.